So I just saw something on Twitter. Who it was like by Drama Alert. Let's see. It just pains me that this is our news source right now. But let's see. So allegedly, Travis Scott's team or manager or Travis Scott himself. Okay. Travis Scott's manager told Adin Ross that he's a brand risk and celebrities like Drake don't want to be anywhere near him. I mean, with what he's saying on Twitter and just in streams, he is controversial. I don't necessarily hate controversy though. Like, I love when everybody just speaks their truth. Like, I love what Bruce Drop 'Em Off's doing on his streams. Like, shit. Talk your shit, bro. Do what you gotta do. I understand when you're at a level of like Drake and Travis Scott and that type of level, A-list celebrity, like you don't want to publicly be associated. Well, you can be still friends behind the scenes, but man, who did he beef with? Adin Ross recently? Yeet. He's a brand risk and a celebrity. I guess to hop on his stream, yeah. So Adin might get like less rapper collabs than he was before, but I feel like they stopped doing that anyway because of all the gay shit, which was just, it was all pranks. It wasn't real, and it did potentially make the rappers look stupid if they were getting punked by Adin Ross like humping them or something. But let's just see what they said.
Hey, I do everything on my own. How about you get me some guests, bro? Like, where's Drake's stream? Where's Future's stream? Where's
Travis Scott's manager? So maybe, I think he's managed by Travis Scott's manager, or maybe he's managed by FaZe. I'm not totally sure, but Adin is associated with Travis Scott in some way. He posted that one pic at the Cactus Jack headquarters. So maybe Adin's telling his manager or Travis Scott's manager to get him more collabs with artists and rappers.
Uzi stream? Where's Travis stream? Get me some people on my stream, bro.
Yeah, I would be getting you guests if they all weren't afraid to like be seen with you. It's insane. Like your reputation is just so toxic. Like no one wants to be anywhere near you. Like Drake is literally streaming with like a guy on here who averages like 4,000 fucking viewers rather than getting on your shit. It's like really sad.
Wait, so it's because of a brand?
Okay, so he wasn't talking down on Adin. He was just saying like the truth, honestly. So that's a good manager.
Duh.
Why do they care though?
Oh yeah, they don't want to be associated with a guy that's saying like fucking having like Nazis on his stream.
I stopped having Nazis. I stopped doing it.
Alright, but you still were doing it, dude. And you were fucking, I mean, you're very closely affiliated with Andrew Tate, so a lot of people are afraid of that. Just in general, like, you know, these guys are afraid of...
It does suck how when you get really big, you have to be so careful with your moves. It's annoying. Because just because you talk to somebody publicly, people take that as like a cosign that you represent their opinions as well, which just does not make sense at all. He should be able to have, I mean, he is allowed to have them. It's really just the artist, but that's why they say the music game is like a high school. Like, oh, you talk to this girl in the hallway, like you can't talk to this other girl because they're like shit talking her now because they don't like you. It's like, bro, it really doesn't matter that much. I guess perception in the entertainment industry and music industry is so important, so it does make sense, but at the same time, I don't agree with it. I think it's stupid. I think it's pussy shit.
Their reputations. They don't want to be seen with like a guy who's like, dude, and all the gay shit too. Like, there was people that were trying to be on your stream that were like, is this guy gonna ask me weird shit? Like, they're afraid of like, you know, they don't want to.
That was one person, and can I say who it was?
Who?
You know who it is, the fat guy.
The fat guy? Like Rod Wave? Who's a fat rapper that was gonna hop on his stream? That is surprising. Also, because Drake, I don't know why Drake would care. He literally is sponsored by Steak, which, I mean, I'm not really against gambling, but he gets a bag for like promoting people losing a bunch of money. Like, I go to the casino too. I'm down like 1,000 over the past few months, and that's why I don't really go anymore, because I'm like, why would I go just to lose money? It's kind of stupid. Like, the game literally is rigged against you. But he's drawing the line at Adin Ross. It doesn't make sense to me. T Grizzly. Oh, okay. T Grizzly was probably going to play like GTA with him, which would make sense. I don't know. I feel like Adin is controversial, but a lot of people probably think he's stupid and doesn't know better. So I don't know if it would be that much of a brand risk. And plus, it would be so much publicity that I don't know. Again, I think it's stupid how the biggest people are the people who like are kind of fake, because they only fuck with you if it helps your brand. And like, that's just not how I do things. Like, I'm only really going to talk to people that I actually mess with, or like collab with people that I actually mess with. Because if there's no chemistry in your collab on a stream or in a song or in a vlog or like whatever, there's just no point. Like, I understand that it's good for business, but yo, that money's not everything. Being dumb on purpose. I mean, I think Adin's smart in some ways. There are other ways where, like, there have been some streams where he couldn't even like fucking read. I don't hate Adin Ross, by the way. I like Adin, but he is. I think he's a little slow in a way. You know what I mean? Why do I instigate so much? What did I instigate? Honestly, the past couple of beefs that I've had, I posted Jace's album releasing, and then he started calling me slurs and saying he was gonna beat my ass. And then I said, yo, this was promo by your label. Like, I'm not trying to talk about you. I'm not posting you. I don't like organically. I don't care. So how did I start that? And then the other beef I had was Summers, and he was calling me because he wanted me to take down some shit. So I did. But then the next day there was another post about him. I didn't post what he wanted me to keep away from social media. So I didn't post that part. So out of respect. But then he wanted me to take that down. So then I just told him, out of respect again, we can keep this relationship, but like, you can't keep asking me not to do my job. And so I didn't instigate it. Then he starts saying like, we got to talk man to man. Like, I'm coming down to Miami. Like, it's either tomorrow or never that you're going to meet me. And I'm like, bro, I don't even care to meet you really. And then he started telling his label like to strike all my channels and shit. So then I was like, how did I instigate that at all? I'm not instigating anything. And I just think it's because a lot of these rappers, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of these rappers, but I'm not going to let people disrespect me. I'm a grown man. I'm going to do what I got to do over being like a friend with a rapper. Like, honestly, they're not good people. So I don't care about the relationship because they're going to turn on you in an instant. And that was totally proven by everything that has happened, where like, oh, like I posted one thing that you didn't like, even though I've promoted you a lot as well. And I'm not saying you needed me, but like, I've posted good things and bad. So you're going to take that one post that I told you, like, I don't want to take down because I got to continue doing my job. I can't just be totally biased because we're friends now, more like acquaintances. And then they out of respect, or they disrespect me. That's what I was trying to get to, like, in their brain. I'm like, I know you think I'm disrespecting you, but you're disrespecting me by not letting me do my job. So it's just, I didn't instigate shit. I never instigate anything, to be honest. What happened with Cardi's team? Photos leaked of him being fruity. Not in a bad way, but it was fruity. And so then we posted it because it was already going viral. Like, we're not the first people that I don't leak shit. I only post shit. I know a lot of shit behind the scenes that I don't post because I'm not allowed to, or I'm not supposed to. It would be immoral. But once it like hits public, like it goes on all these other pages, then I'm like, okay, we can post it now. And then they start gunning at me like I leaked it. And I'm like, I didn't do shit. I mean, you carried it on and made a video about it. If you didn't care, you'd be doing the shit you do now. It's my job to talk about the scene. And especially when other pages are talking about my beef with whatever, I'm going to set the record straight so that people know the right information as to what actually happened. Otherwise, people are going to start clowning me when I didn't do anything. So that's why I always publicly say my side, so shit doesn't go down like with SSG Kobe, where like something happened, he didn't talk for 2 months. I know it's a different type of situation, but then like the story rode on forever, and then now his career is like potentially ruined because he didn't give his side. You know what I mean? So it's always best to beat the different stories. I am not going to be clowned. I mean, I'm okay with being clowned if I deserve it, but in those scenarios, I did not. But yeah, I don't always entertain. There's a ton of stuff. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a ton of stuff behind the scenes that I don't entertain whatsoever. But when people bring shit public, then I'm of course going to talk about it. And plus, I mean, not that everything's about money, but your boy makes money on both ends too. I make the money off the streams and the videos. So like shit, come on. It makes things way more entertaining too. Like it's fun to talk about like Cardi's leaked feet pics or whatever, but when it's actually something involved in my life, I like talking about it so we can laugh about, oh, this rapper's being stupid, or maybe that I was stupid in this scenario. And there have been times where I apologize. So I don't know, it's better to talk about like personal stories than just reacting to news, in my opinion. And so that's why I talk about it.